Been talking with Ian Jones. Ian Jones of Intel has been speaking at the Cam Club today. We've been exploring leveraging brand with key accounts. Ian manages for Northern Europe their enterprise business, so it's very much B2B. A very useful, well-received session, Ian. Thank you very much.
You.
I wonder if you could give us a quick overview about what you talked about.
Yeah, gladly. I mean, I think my first objective was to sort of educate the audience on what Intel actually does in terms of making those very tiny transistors, because our brand value really comes from what that enables, and then how we work with the ecosystem to bring that to market. My second point was actually to describe just that, how we don't sell directly to the end users that we actually work closely with. We do have a very strong ecosystem that we invest in also in terms of enabling with software and services. Increasingly we have thousands of software engineers working at Intel these days. And then finally I wanted to get across the point as to how we are trying to enable our key account managers, our global account directors, to understand what is of value that Intel can enable and therefore identify and deliver on transformational projects with some of those key accounts. We don't have many of them, but what we try and do with them is to enable some transformational type activities which create beachheads in these key sectors, which then create excitement and a certain amount of replication amongst the rest of companies in that sector. An example could be the financial sector, for example, where they really do value the speed of trading. So if we can lower the latency in that sector, that's a great thing, and we've done that by working with them and with their software vendors, and of course with the manufacturers of the equipment that they use. So I think those are good examples of where we try and help our customers address real problems. We see great opportunities for technology to help our customers in various sectors as we go through time. We see a fantastic opportunity for more and more connected devices, not just the classic PCs, but the Internet of Things, machine to machine. That's only going to drive the demand on data centres. So what we do fundamentally in terms of delivering generationally better performance at lower power consumption is a critical part of the whole ecology of the enterprise market.
What I thought was very interesting, and this is true key account management. Key account managers should work with their customers on planning out 3-5 years. You're in an industry that is very, very quick, fast pace of change. So you've got that. You've described that very well in the target sectors you're looking at, finance, for instance. So they're balancing that in terms of looking at the future, but then there's the immediate. We've got to make the sales now, quarterly, half yearly. How do you manage that tension within key account management?
So I think at any given time, at those key accounts, they will be going through the standard types of refresh. They will be addressing today's problems. We mentioned energy consumption and efficiency. So they'll be the results of work that was perhaps done a year or two ago in terms of setting up projects which will play into that. We also, of course, probably the accounts we cover as key accounts is a small subset of our overall customer base. And so we work closely with our ecosystem to have much more scale in terms of how we cover shall we say, the day-to-day business and the rest of the marketplace. So as we bring out new technologies, and I described the roadmap this morning as well in terms of how every 2 years we double the number of transistors that we put down onto a piece of silicon, you can bet that our ecosystem is well prepared to add their secret sauce to that and bring that to market. That's a very well tried and tested model.
Okay, great. Okay, that's thanks very much for your time today.
Not at all. My pleasure.
We appreciate your time. Thank you.
Okay.